Yo, what's up everybody, it's Easy and welcome back to the channel. We're talking cybersecurity today, diving into the sneaky world of bait attacks. Ever found a USB drive lying around and thought, what's on it? Well, that curiosity could cost you everything. Hackers use bait attacks to lure victims into their traps, stealing credentials, deploying malware, and even compromising entire networks. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most dangerous social engineering tactics that even fooled government agencies. We're gonna break down the most common bait attack techniques, how to spot them, and most importantly, how to protect yourself. Alright, so first up, we're talking about malicious USB drops. This is like the classic bait attack, right? It's a tactic that's been around for a while, but it's still incredibly effective. You're walking through the parking lot, you see a USB drive just chilling on the ground, it looks harmless enough, right? Maybe it's got a company logo on it, maybe it's just a plain one, but that curiosity starts to kick in. You start wondering who might have dropped it and what could be on it. You're thinking, ooh, what's on this? Maybe there's some cool stuff, maybe there's some money on here, who knows? The possibilities seem endless. But here's the thing. That's exactly what the hackers are counting on. They know that human curiosity is a powerful tool. They want you to pick it up, they want you to plug it in. They are banking on that moment of curiosity to get you to take the bait. Because these aren't your average USB drives, no. These are specially crafted to look innocent but are anything but. These are loaded with malware. We're not talking about just any malware, but some of the most dangerous types out there. We're talking spyware, ransomware, keyloggers, all sorts of nasty stuff that can wreak havoc on your digital life. These malicious programs can do serious damage. Think about it. You plug that thing in, and boom, the malware starts running in the background. It's like opening Pandora's box. It can start logging your keystrokes, stealing your passwords, accessing your files, your photos, everything. Your entire digital life could be compromised in an instant. And the worst part is, you might not even know it's happening. The malware can be designed to run silently, without any obvious signs. We've seen this tactic used in some pretty high-profile attacks. It's not just individuals who are targeted, but also large organizations and even governments. Remember Stuxnet? That incredibly sophisticated worm that targeted Iran's nuclear program back in 2010. It was a game-changer in the world of cyber warfare. Guess how it spread? Yep, USB drives. Something as simple as a USB drive was used to infiltrate highly secure systems. So, next time you see a random USB drive lying around, do yourself a favor. Resist the temptation. It's just not worth the potential fallout. Just leave it be. It's not worth the risk. Your digital security is far too important to gamble with. Next up, let's talk about something a lot of us have probably encountered: online fake software and cracked games. It's so tempting, right? You want the latest version of Photoshop, but you don't want to shell out the cash? Or maybe you're dying to play that new game that just dropped, but it's like 60 bucks. So you start looking for shortcuts, free downloads, cracked versions, and that's where the hackers come in. They set up these websites that look totally legit. They've got screenshots, they've got download buttons, maybe even some fake user reviews to make it look convincing. But what you're actually downloading isn't the software you want. Nope, it's bundled with malware. We're talking about backdoors that give hackers a direct line into your system, spyware that tracks your every move online, keyloggers that record every keystroke you make, potentially stealing passwords, credit card info, you name it. It's like giving someone the keys to your digital life. Software can be expensive, and the allure of getting something for free is strong. But trust me, it's not worth the risk. Alright, let's talk about those annoying scam emails and pop-ups. They seem to be everywhere these days, don't they? We've all seen them, right? You're browsing the web and suddenly, bam! A pop-up screams at you. Congratulations! You've won a free iPhone! It's almost like they know exactly what to say to grab your attention. Or maybe you get an email with a subject line like, "Urgent action required. Your account has been compromised." These messages are crafted to create a sense of urgency. These things are designed to trigger our emotions, to make us act quickly without thinking. They want you to panic and make a hasty decision, and that's exactly what the hackers want. They thrive on your emotional reactions. See, those pop-ups, those emails, they're usually phishing attacks in disguise. They are meticulously designed to look legitimate. They might look official, maybe even use logos from legitimate companies, but it's all a facade. It's a clever trick to gain your trust. They're trying to trick you into clicking a malicious link, downloading an infected file, or giving up your personal information. It's all about deception. They prey on our fears, our desires, our curiosity. They know exactly how to push our buttons. So, what can you do to protect yourself? First of all, be skeptical. Always question the authenticity of unexpected messages. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Remember, there's no such thing as a free lunch. Don't click on links or download attachments from unknown senders. It's better to be safe than sorry. And always double-check the sender's address to make sure it's legit. A quick verification can save you a lot of trouble. Stay vigilant, folks. Don't let these scammers get the best of you. Your awareness is your best defense. Okay, last but not least, we need to talk about fake cloud storage links. This is a growing concern in the digital world. This is a newer tactic that's becoming more and more common, and it's pretty sneaky. Cyber criminals are always looking for new ways to trick unsuspecting users. You get an email or a message that looks like it's from a legitimate cloud storage provider like Google Drive or Dropbox. These messages are crafted to look very convincing. It might say something like, "Someone shared a file with you," or "You have a new document waiting." The message is designed to spark your curiosity. And of course, you're curious, right? So you click the link, expecting to be taken to your cloud storage account. You think you're about to see an important document, but here's the catch, you're not. Instead of accessing your files, you're walking into a trap. Instead, you're redirected to a fake login page. This page is designed to look almost identical to the real one. It might look exactly like the real deal, but it's a trap. The attention to detail can be astonishing. The hackers designed it to steal your login credentials. Once they have your information, they can access your real account. So, you enter your username and password, thinking you're logging into your cloud storage account, but you're actually handing that information directly to the hackers. This can lead to serious security breaches. Be wary of any unsolicited emails or messages containing cloud storage links. Always question the authenticity of such messages. If you do need to access your cloud storage, always type the address into your browser yourself or use a bookmark you trust. This simple step can save you from a lot of trouble. So there you have it, guys. Those are just a few of the most common bait attack techniques that hackers use to trick you into compromising your security. If you found this video valuable, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because missing a video could mean missing a crucial security tip. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Now that you know how hackers set up bait attacks, what do you think is the most dangerous social engineering trick? Let me know in the comments, I'm curious to hear your thoughts.